Welcome to News Flash Bestie,
a weekly podcast hosted by your besties, Sarah
and Emily. We're here to help you stay informed without getting overwhelmed. Because sometimes it's hard to keep up.
And that's okay. Your besties got you. Hey, besties. It's Sarah and Emily. Back again. The vibes are, I don't know, Emily, like low-key off.
It's been a weird week.
It has been a weird week.
And it's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday.
It's
only
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Thursday.
You know what it is? It's America's favorite fugitive was caught. And how it's like, well, now what?
Now what? Well, maybe we'll have more insight.
Yeah, right? I don't know. So last week, I feel like Wednesday was bananas. We had the shooting of Brian Thompson, the CEO for United Healthcare, in front of the Hilton in New York City, which is wild.
Wild. Were there
And then
like, I saw, was there some, like, were there like witnesses? Like, did anybody see this happen? Or it was just on the video? Because I
think it's just
I didn't
on
follow that part.
I think it's just on the video. I think maybe there were people on the street, but not, it's 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people.
True.
But then it was just like all the crazy details that came out, like the deny, defend, depose written on the shell casings that were found. Then they found his backpack in Central Park with Monopoly money and a jacket in it. I did not see them catching him, like, for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially not in Altoona, Pennsylvania, of like at a McDonald's. Like, of all the gin joints,
I've got to eat.
I did not expect that. Well, he was just working there on his computer. So I think, well, now he's been charged. I guess we call him a suspect at this point.
Yeah.
And this guy, everything about this case is just like, it better and better and better. I mean, I know better sounds terrible. Given
deeper
and
deeper.
But like,
that? Yeah.
So Luigi Mangione, he's 26.
Okay.
Went to UPenn, has a bachelor's in engineering, a master's of engineering, like highly educated, and comes from like a super prominent family in Maryland that owns like a golf course and like a healthcare company that manages nursing homes and like a radio station and real estate. He was valedictorian of his high school. Was like an all boys private school in Maryland.
Oh, I didn't know all this.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I think he's got like I think it's a cousin that's like a Republican representative for like in the Maryland State House. Yeah. So like super connected, like, you know what I mean? Prominent family, like in that.
Right.
In
Not just some, like,
Maryland.
off the cuff, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, they announced that yesterday that they had a person of interest in Altoona. And I was like, no way. And I was like, oh, man. It's just the more details, like the backpack and the Monopoly money and the all of these details. Like, this was like super like planned and like thought out. Like, that's why I find it so hard to believe they got caught at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, in Central PA.
Get caught? Like,
that's what George and I were talking about it. Like, that's what he thinks. I'm like, really? I guess so, because that's how else are you going to get your message out? You know what I mean? Like, obviously he has a message.
The whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, like, because they're calling it a manifesto. I don't know that you call it a manifesto. It's 3.5 pages. Like, settle down.
Well, I mean,
manifesto, I feel, I don't know. It refers to, like, I don't know if it's referring to the healthcare industry or just, like, corporate America as, like, parasites. Like, they had it coming.
Not wrong.
And I think, yeah. And I just think I know people are saying, like, the internet's wild. Everybody's like before they found him, they were posting, like, his, like, picture from, like, the cameras in New York City, like, where he had his mask down. Where was he at? What do you call those things? Oh, a hostel. When he's at the hostel in the city, and he was like, he pulled his mask down to flirt with like one of the employees. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy is
like a TV show waiting to happen.
I know, it's like
Dexter,
right?
but like different.
Like reality TV, like reality true crime. We're living in reality true crime right now, and I don't know. I mean, people are like, oh. there's a person that died, and he was a father and a son and a pillar of his community, and da 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 da. He didn't deserve to die like that. I'm not saying either way, but I think when you look at the bigger picture of United Healthcare and some of the other shenanigans that has gone on, United Healthcare is like either the highest or one of the highest denial rates of major health insurers.
So gross.
And I mean, in November 2023, they had a lawsuit brought against them, accusing them of using AI to like review and deny claims. Yeah, that lawsuit's still like working through it, like going through the process. Like that hasn't been adjudicated yet.
Right.
But yeah, they were using AI, and they know that it's faulty. Because in the lawyers' arguments for United, they're like, well, these plaintiffs, like one of their arguments is these plaintiffs should have gone through the denial like process of like objecting to your denial or appealing your denial. They should have gone through the appeals process with us.
Be dead by the time you do that. Like it's just.
And yeah, but listen to this. It gets better. They're like 90% of like these denials that are appealed. 90% of them are overturned, meaning that like the claim gets paid or whatever. 90% of them.
Then what's the point?
Then why are you denying them? But here's the other thing. Only like a really small, less than 1% of people who are denied file appeals.
Go through it. Yeah.
So they're banking on, you're not going to appeal this.
Right. You're just going to be upset and just roll with it. Oh, I hate our healthcare system.
So then but so knowing gross. That piece of it, it's hard to feel bad for a man that is presiding over this.
Right.
You're the CEO. The buck stops with you.
Right.
So that's why you get paid. That's why you get paid the big bucks. The buck stops with you, and you are profiting off of these decisions. And then you know they're not right, but then you're banking on people don't have the money to fight them, and it's crazy.
You're heavily profiting.
So you don't even, it's like, I have a hard time listening to like some folks be like, oh, why can't you recognize the humanity in people? Well, where's the humanity for their own customers?
Right. Yep.
Where is the humanity for their customer? You're not even looking at them as an individual. You're using AI, faulty AI, to decide what gets paid. And this is like life or death. These are people's healthcare. This is people's healthcare.
Right.
So if you are just looking at people as like numbers and profits and a column in an Excel sheet, how are you?
Why should really you be looked at that
people
way?
Be any different? Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So Preach. Yeah, I was feeling the same way. I was like, well, yeah, this poor guy, da 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 da. But then I was like, the more I got into it and was like looking into United Healthcare and their denials process, some of these lawsuits, I'm like, no, like, screw you guys. Like, I don't think violence is ever the answer, right? Like a crime is a crime, murder is murder. But I think it's so hypocritical and just like, I don't know, like the height of hubris that you think you are worth more than than people who are not in that same position, that are relying on you, that are in super vulnerable positions and vulnerable situations in their lives coming to you. They pay you their premiums and are counting on that healthcare to be delivered. I don't know. It's gross.
And if you feel that way, like you're probably one of the most empathetic people that I know, to an extent. Depending.
To an extent.
But if you're feeling that way, yeah, exactly. But you also like justice, so there's that too.
I like fairness. None of this is fair.
No.
Yeah, and the day before the shooting, so the whole reason the CEO of United Healthcare, this Brian Thompson, was there was for their investor conference. And the day before, they reported listen to this, $5 billion increase in revenue for Q3 over Q3 last year. $5 billion increased revenue.
In 1 quarter. Jeez Louise. So sick. So
again, like,
where's that money go?
To Stockholm, it gets paid out. That's part of this. I don't know the nitty gritty of like how stocks get paid out and dividends and all that, but that's where some of that profit gets returned to investors and shareholders.
Wild.
Yeah. So hard. I can understand the sentiment of seeing people and seeing their humanity, but where's the humanity for some of these people these customers that to rely on your healthcare and rely on your insurance to provide for them. I don't know. And I mean, the other wild thing that was happening during all of this, did you see this? Anthem Blue Cross had announced limits on anesthesia reimbursement for surgeries in certain states.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't get anesthesia, or you have to pay?
No, you'll get anesthesia for your whole surgery. They will only cover it
like half
up to a certain point.
Yeah.
And then you got to pay.
Well, they're probably going to rethink that.
Oh, they did. Literally, I think the day after the shooting happened, they're like, just kidding. JK.
Just testing it out.
Forget what we said. Just forget it. But here's the crazy thing. That had happened 2 weeks before the Brian Thompson's assassination. That happened 2 weeks before, and I didn't hear about it.
No.
We only heard about it in the context of this.
So, I mean, and that's why I say, like, did this guy want to get caught? Like, he obviously is more to say.
Yeah, we haven't heard the last of him, and I'm curious to see what he has to say.
Yeah.
He was yelling at the cameras when they were taking him into the courthouse in Altoona. So,
just do they? What's his 3.5-page paper say?
I don't think they've released the whole thing, but it was basically these guys had it coming because of what they've done to the public.
Well, I mean,
and the other thing that really stuck with me is like the response from these insurance companies in the aftermath of all of this wasn't. It was to pull down their photos.
Oh,
it was their own. It was like they're only about themselves. What? Not like why are you like why are people? They know why people are upset.
Right.
That's why a lot of these. They were also saying like other major insurers, like their CEOs and other executives have like security assigned to them, so they're fully aware.
How sick it is.
But you pull down your photos. That's your first response.
So crazy.
It's just so out of touch. It's just so. And like again. You all expect your humanity to be recognized, whereas the humanity for others that you're serving non-existent. They're numbered. They're a profit line on your spreadsheets for your investors. So it's hard. It's hard to feel bad. You can't expect. I feel like it's hard to expect people to feel differently.
Yeah.
Especially seeing. I mean, some of the stories, and obviously we don't like. Everybody can say whatever they want on social media, so who knows what's true and what you know what I mean. Just in terms of sharing their stories. I'm surprised a lot of news stories have a lot of news outlets haven't pulled out some of these stories about asking people to share their healthcare experiences and looking into some of this, what's being shared, because some of the stories I'm seeing on TikTok are like awful of denials and the impact of like the lack of care. I mean, I have my own experience with Laura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My sister was diagnosed with breast cancer under 30 and is supposed to be getting mammograms to like check and make sure like the cancer doesn't come back.
Yeah.
And her insurance company keeps denying her because I forget what it is. It's either because it's preventive and not diagnostic or the other way around. They refuse. I'm like, she's tried to add it code. Because her doctor's telling her she needs to do this. And the insurance company is like, no, it's not needed.
Yeah, because I feel like anything that's preventative is free, basically.
It's
like you
covered,
can do anything is covered. But then anything, you're absolutely right, though. Like, say, if she had never had it, she could have mammograms the rest of her life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and they would all be covered.
I think she'll get them once, like, you hit that age requirement. I think it's 40. Well, something to look forward to.
Yes, I got to do that this year. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Something to look forward to. But, yeah. But, again, that's, like, I feel like I've seen even worse cases where, like, people's, like, children needed health care and they wouldn't let them leave the hospital like to get an ambulance transfer out of state to get surgery. Like they had to stay there, and the insurance company's like, if you leave, we're not gonna pay for anything once you leave the hospital.
It's all a money grab.
Yeah. So it's again, how can you expect? It's like we just had this election, and did nobody learn anything of like how people, you know what I mean, are feeling in America? You know what I mean? Like we just had this election, how people like feel like the government's failed them, or like they're not, you know what I mean, doing as well and all of that, right? And felt like they weren't being listened to or heard. I'm not saying I agree or I'm not saying agree or disagree with that, but we just had an election that showed you that.
Yeah.
So now it's like, do we not like, You have to listen. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
These companies, if I were them, I don't know. And maybe it's not the right time because everything's fresh and they probably don't want to like politicize something like this. But it's like, I don't know.
They need to reevaluate some things. And just, again, to your point, everything's a dollar. Each person is not a person. Each person that needs help is a dollar sign or a number or
something you feed into an algorithm and have it kick out what care you think they need.
Yeah, exactly. An AI induced, not to down AI, but
no, but AI is imperfect, and this is a good example. You know what I mean?
This has been going on for how long? Tool. Like this is but AI, no AI. Like this has been going on, whether it was people doing it or whatever the case may be.
Right. I think it got worse because like AI could just crank through stuff.
Right, exactly.
Way faster than a person can, right? That's reviewing these things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But I guess we have more to look forward to. But yeah, I was a little, I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, dang, I can't believe I was like,
buddy.
Was I rooting for him?
I mean, like a vigilante type.
I
like
know,
Batman.
Right? Like the bat. That's what people are comparing him to because he comes from money.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna learn more about him. Like we're gonna talking about this for a long time.
I think to your point, he's not somebody that's just like some off the wall, off the rails person. Like this is like a thought out,
smart,
educated,
this is a smart guy.
Right. Exactly. Like there's more here than just somebody going off the cuff or shooting a shot.
Right. I mean, people are, going through this, like, he's got a Goodreads account, so you can see, like, book reviews and stuff, and I guess he shared something like Ted Kaczynski quote, like the Unabomber. So, but, like, it's, like, from that, like, very well read.
Yeah.
Reads a lot. I don't know. Vibes are weird.
Yeah.
More to come. Yeah, we'll be talking about this for, I feel like, a good long while.
Yeah. Hopefully change does come from it. That's the whole, like, I don't know what that would look like or what, like you said earlier, I don't know what that would look like or what that would be, but
all these guys in front of Congress. We just hauled the airlines in front of Congress. we hauled the airlines in. We haul people in all the time for shit. Haul these guys in too. I'm sure. I mean, they've been before Congress before. So it wouldn't be their first freaking rodeo.
Truth.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of hauling people in front of Congress, my boy Josh Hawley. I never thought I would agree with this man ever on anything. I don't know. I'm here for it. He's back at it. He's back at it. I mean, his hatred. I identify with his hatred of these airlines. I never thought I'd have anything in common with Josh Hawley. So,
what's that quote? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh yeah,
maybe you guys will be friends.
Our joint enemy is the airlines. I mean, he's got beef with what was he saying? Frontier. He had a terrible experience with. I have beef with United.
Most people have a not great experience.
Yeah, Frontier, they were sticking it to the airlines. Him and his Senate besties on the subcommittee for investigations. I was here for it. They had Senator Blumenthal from Connecticut, too. Senator Blumenthal was saying America, Delta, United, Frontier, and Spirit. Those were the guys that were the airlines in front of Congress for this to testify. They collected more than $3 billion in seat fees. I think that was in a year.
What would the seat fee be for? Like
to upgrade to the charges that they charge you to choose your own seat or get a more space seat. They collected $3 billion from those alone. Yeah, $3 billion
between United Healthcare and the airlines. That's $8 billion, and we have all. How much of how many people in America are like poverty stricken? You know what I mean? Like it's just it's jacked. It's so jacked. Anywho.
Capitalism for you, baby.
Oh, so disgusting. I'm going to go live on the grid.
Unbridled capitalism.
Oh, God, it's awful.
Yeah. I mean, and then they went on to say Spirit and Frontier paid. Oh, my God, listen to this. They're calling it like a bag bounty
Oh my
A
God.
bounty on people trying to carry on bags, but Spirit and Frontier are paid employees $26 million in incentives to strictly enforce their airline bag policies from 2022 to 2023.
So you got like a bonus for being
If you
like
yanked somebody's bag that was like, that doesn't fit our bag policy, you got to come here and pay to check your bag now.
$50 or whatever, $60, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Jeez,
bag bounty. That's what they were calling it.
Louise. Oh my gosh. I don't know anybody that works for one of those airlines, or I'd be asking.
Yeah. Give me my money back.
Yeah. Or like, what was it?
Give me a cut of that. Give me a cut of that bonus.
It probably wasn't even a bonus. It was probably like $100 Visa gift card.
Oh, yeah. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, that's really stupid. Or a pizza party.
A pizza party, yeah. $26 million in pizza.
Fill the fridge.
All the pizza you can have for all the slightly oversized bags that people are trying to sneak on and not pay a fee. All the pizza in the land. I don't know. I mean, for the airlines argument, they say that having these fees gives passengers more flexibility because you can basically choose your own adventure. Like, oh, if you don't want to pay to choose your seat, fine, you don't have to. Like, yeah, exactly. Just, it's another way to get money. Like, yeah, you can choose your own adventure, but like, I mean, when I flew United to London, I mean, we know what a terrible experience I had. It was awful. It was delayed 8 hours.
Did you ever get anything?
9 hours.
Didn't you write them something?
I think they gave me like $100 credit. And I'm like, I'm never flying you again. I'm going to take the $100 credit and just set it on fire and tag them. Fuck you and your credit, United.
Right, and that'll get you what? Your bag. You can check one bag with your $100
maybe
credit.
A bag. Yeah, I can maybe get a seat. I can get one butt cheek and a seat for that.
Oh my God, I remember. I think I went to visit. Forget where I flew Delta to visit Anthony in Atlanta, and I think the ticket was only like $235 round trip. Now, granted, this was 2013, 2014, so.
I mean, that's pretty good.
No, that's really good. That's a delight.
Yeah, that's delight. I don't know, girl. I got $100 credit for being 9 hours delayed. It didn't even pay for my Ubers to get to and from the freaking airport because I had to Uber back. I Ubered back home. I'm not going to sit at Newark for 9 hours. Like, I live 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away. Yeah, $100 credit. And you can shove it. But transportation. Dot.
Yes.
They
love
passed
Pete.
rules.
I love Pete.
Yeah, or if you're delayed, I think it's more than 3. If it's 3 hours or more for a domestic flight, or 6 or more hours for international, they have to give you a full refund.
Oh,
so you have the option of like not booking. You
Right.
can just get your money, your everything, your taxes, your fees, everything you paid back.
Good. That's the way it should be. That's like.
Yeah, 9 hours, like $100. I hate United.
Yeah.
I'm with Josh Hawley. He's like, I forget what he said. Like, flying your airlines is terrible and nobody likes flying you guys.
But what are your other, like, there's not many other choices after that, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I try and fly JetBlue, but they don't have all the routes I want, you know what I mean? So, yeah, sometimes I gotta fly. I will never fly United again. I don't even care.
I don't think I've ever flown United. They can go to hell. Krampus is coming to get them.
Yeah, Krampus is coming to put them in the naughty sack. Oh my gosh. I mean, so the airline's argument for, I told you this. Yeah, it gives them flexibility over costs and choosing amenities and fees that are transparent. But it's not transparent because when I was booking my flight to United, I was like, why can't I book a window seat? And it's like, you could book it, but you got to pay us another 25. I forget what they purposely black out the seats. So your only option is to like book maybe 10 seats at the back of the plane. They're all aisle seats. So I don't think it's that transparent. I didn't know that till I got in there. And then you're like, hey, would you like to, you know what I mean?
Because if it's blacked out, you're like, somebody already has that seat. Like,
that's what I thought. I was like, dang, they're already booked. And then when you go in and it's like, would you like to pay to like have a window seat? I'm like, no, I want the window seat in the first screen. Like, ridiculous.
Right. And it also creates like that sense of urgency. So you're like, I gotta upgrade now or I won't get that seat or whatever.
Yeah. No. These airlines.
Gross.
That was this week. TikTok. I don't know, Emily. We shouldn't probably invest too much in TikTok.
I still don't understand TikTok, so I'm A-okay.
I'm still figuring it out. I feel like TikTok's been around so long, we're like so late to the game. But at this point,
It just don't. It's like it's too much movement in my brain. Like it's too many video. Like that's why I like Instagram. When I scroll, it could just be pictures. Like it's not movement. But TikTok, everything's movement. Like you scroll up and it's movement. Like I don't know, my weird brain.
Well, we'll see. TikTok may not be for around the United States much longer, because Congress passed that law that this past year to ban it. I forget what the name of it is. It's got some crazy long name about protecting us, protecting Americans, blah blah blah. But basically, the law that Congress passed, and they passed it with overwhelming, was like Republicans and Democrats signed on, so it wasn't like a one-sided partisan.
Yeah, well, we're working together. That's how you know it's serious.
It passed with support from both parties. And basically, it says by January 19th, 2025, I think it's TikTok has to like divest from, like, ByteDance is the owners. ByteDance is a Chinese company. They have to divest and agree to sell to an American company by January 19th.
Oh.
And if they don't, then it's banned. But this has been like working its way. A few TikTok creators, as well as TikTok, have filed like a lawsuit to try and block it. But last week, the DC Court of Appeals upheld that ban. So once you get to that level, your only option left is that the Supremes, you can appeal it to the Supreme Court and see if they'll take the case. Now, the Supreme Court may not take the case. They can decide to just let the lower appeals court ruling stand, or they can decide to hear the case and weigh in.
Like, we have enough to deal with. Like, no, we're going to ban the
just let TikTok go.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. There will be something else that comes along.
Right. I mean, that's why, yeah, like, you got to get us on YouTube.
That's fine.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, they're appealing to the Supreme Court. TikTok's also asking for an injunction to stop that deadline of the 19th, January 19th, to put that on pause while their appeals are being heard, or until if the Supreme Court decides to hear it. So we'll see if that happens. I mean, on January 19th, it's not like they're going to come in and like delete the app off your phone.
Right.
You can't like, that's like just logistically impossible. So what would happen is, in America, here in the US, when you go into the App Store or like the Android store, it wouldn't show up anymore. You wouldn't see TikTok. So you wouldn't be able to update. So you wouldn't get any of the updates anymore. So eventually the app would just die, because it wouldn't be so. Eventually you get so far beyond it, whatever version you're on, it would be so old it wouldn't be supported.
Oh, got you. Okay, but that could be like a while.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. Again, it's not like the government's coming in and like deleting it off your phone. They're just telling Apple and Google, like all the app stores, that they have to remove it and it can't be available for download anymore.
All right.
But we'll see. I mean, President Trump, he was initially in favor of a ban, but now he's changed his tune. But he doesn't really there's not much he can do. Again, Congress passed this law.
Right.
And it wasn't like it was close. I mean, technically, I guess Congress could turn around and pass another law on doing this. But given that it had bipartisan support, I doubt that that's going to happen.
Right. It's, everybody's, when we work together, we make things happen.
Ban TikTok. That's what we chose to do. We worked together and we decided to ban an app. That's what we decided to do.
It's a start.
Out of all of these things we could fix, we just decided that was what we were going to fix. That's going to hang our hats on TikTok ban.
I don't have any words on that, but
I don't know. I feel like are we ready? I feel like a conspiracy theory, a fun conspiracy theory.
You know, I always love a conspiracy theory.
I'm going to put my little activator tinfoil hat.
Yeah, activate.
Activate.
Oh, with my glasses.
Tinfoil. Mine's really a fascinator. A tinfoil fascinator.
I think it's
I love it.
This turned out nice.
Matches
my gray out.
Oh, nice. A little pop of...
A little sparkle.
I can't say color. Sparkle.
A little shimmer. A little shine.
Oh, sparkle. All right, so now we got our tinfoil hats on. Have you heard about the Jersey drone sightings?
Have I heard about it? Please, girl.
Oh,
please.
yay!
It's the one thing I keep up with. Well, no, I just started keeping up with it, and now I don't know everything. I know as much as everybody else does, which isn't a whole heck of a lot. No, nobody knows. Like, nobody knows
Nobody
what this
knows.
is. It's been going on for like 3 weeks now, these drone sightings. It started in Jersey, like your area, like Morristown. I forget where else, but like central, kind of like northern.
North Jersey, Central Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, and then on Sunday, there were 49, like, different sightings just this past Sunday. And now it's spread to Staten Island and, like, Philly suburbs.
Oh, God.
And, like, everybody, yeah, speaking of people working together, like, literally no one knows where these are coming from. They're saying, like, they're definitely not, like, hobbyists. These drones are, like, the size of, like, SUVs and cars.
Yeah.
And then as soon as, like, you look at them, the lights go off, they're saying. I have not seen one here in the central PA area, but if they keep branching out, I could within the next week or so.
Not seen any.
Have you seen anything like that?
Mm-mm. I saw people on TikTok being like, "Oh my God, look at this drone, and it's a fucking helicopter. It's a police helicopter." I'm like,
well,
I don't know, but I'm like, are they being silly? I couldn't tell from the tone if they were being sarcastic and silly and like facetious, or if they like were legit. Oh my God, look at this drone! Da, 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 da. It's a fucking helicopter.
Yeah. Well, the FBI is involved in all this, so the FBI
they're not saying
says
anything.
it's like concerning how little is known by the agency. I was reading NewJersey.com, The Inquirer, and then I think there was something in the New York Post, and then Cory Booker wrote this letter asking for like greater transparency, like to find out what everything is. And then another representative from Jersey, Joe Bramnick, he was talking about like a limited state of emergency for Jersey. And like, yeah. Like,
but they haven't done anything.
No,
they're
the governor's saying there's nothing to be concerned about at this time. But like I was saying earlier, like, no, don't be concerned. But then until it's time to be concerned, and then you're screwed.
Here's my thing. I feel like it's something we're doing. It's probably the military. That's why everybody's being cagey and weird. Because think about it. If they were drones and we were worried, why wouldn't we just shoot them down? Especially if they're flying over like military bases and shit.
Yeah, they're saying...
And armories.
Well, they're saying too... I read something. I should have done deeper research, but it's fine. But they're saying...
There's not much to research. Like,
right,
nobody knows anything.
That's true too. Somebody was saying it could potentially be like foreign adversaries, but it's like, if it was a foreign adversary, why would they, like, these things want to be seen? Like, they're big, there's lights, like...
They're not trying to hide. I mean, It's like that, do you remember the weather balloon from China that was just, like, drifted and we shot it down?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
but, like, it drifted, but we shot that shit down, so I feel like it's not... If it was, I feel like we would be shooting the shit down.
Right.
So I feel like, and I can't imagine it being hot. It's so large, like there's so many, like I can't imagine it being hobbyists.
Well, then I think no, it's not there. They say it's down. Like they're too big of drones. Like they're not a regular size. Like
they're
drone.
like one of the ones like we have.
They're the size of a car. They're the size of an SUV. They're saying.
Yeah.
And they've seen like this has been going on for 3 weeks.
Or it's aliens. Emily.
I think aliens. I immediately thought Independence Day, and I was like, "Where's Jeff Goldblum? He can help us out. Somebody." Like, it's just wild to me. And it's like, well, of all the places to go, Jersey, Philly, and Staten Island. Like, I don't know if those choices. No offense, I love Jersey, Philly, and Staten Island.
Yeah, where's Will Smith?
Where's Will Smith? Well, he's busy. I don't know about him anymore. But Jeff Goldblum for sure. I think he could.
Yeah, get Jeff.
Bill Pullman. He was the president.
Oh my God!
Done.
Yes, Bill Pullman. This is a case for Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman and Jeff Goldblum. Sold. But then I also think, is this some sort of like marketing tactic or something like that? Because another thing I read, I think it was the Post or the Inquirer. I forget which, but remember, again, this I think was like 8 or 9 years ago on Staten Island where they had all those clowns. It was when I lived there. They were like these clowns that would just be around. They'd come out of nowhere. And it ended up being like this marketing thing. Hold on.
Time out.
Bro.
CLOWNENS. Sorry.
Clowns? Yes. Like a clown. Like with the red
circus
nose.
Clown.
Like a circus clown. Hold on. Clown.
Maybe it's a clown army, Emily.
Was it there clouds from outer space or something weird like that?
I don't know.
Where is it? Oh, yes, here we go. Creepy Staten Island clown sent shivers down our spines 10 years ago. Yeah, so this was posted in March 23rd. So this was all... Hold on one second. I'm trying to remember why, though. It was a marketing thing.
I hate
Yeah, it
clowns.
was on Richmond Avenue, which was like where the mall... Richmond Avenue ran like where the mall was. So the clowns would be like walking... Oh, freak me out. Freak me out. But there was like all these photos and like Facebook and Twitter exploded when it was Twitter. And then it turned out 4 men. So it was a marketing ploy for this thing, Fuzz on the Lens. Basically, it was a hoax. It was all a marketing ploy. That's basically what it boils down to. And like that Smile movie, how they had people just like sitting in the stands. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's some marketing ploy. But I would think at this point, somebody would come out and say,
somebody would have said something at this point.
Right,
I think it's something I think it's likely something we're doing or testing, and that's why they're being weird about it. Because on the Facebook group for my town, there's a post where like a lot of the mayors in New Jersey, I think Phil Murphy and maybe the state Department of Homeland Security is having like a meeting with mayors, but it's like, don't bring anybody but yourself.
Oh wow, interesting.
So I feel like just based on that, it's literally just mayors, no staff. It's just you. Like, but I feel like they know what's going on. They're just not saying it. But
why?
But it doesn't make any sense though, because people are going to see this, and you know how people are. Like
this isn't like it's not like this just happened. Like the bulk of it, there was a big piece of it that happened on Sunday, and then you have all these other state representatives and like the governor, like all these like, should the governor have kind of known, like been given a heads up?
Yeah, I think people. I mean, the one thing I think we can all agree on is that people know more than what they're saying, and the people being the government,
UFOs,
state and federal
UFOs.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, the vibes are weird.
Right.
Attacking.
This would be the time. Like,
we're all distracted by other shit happening.
I think I manifested some weird stuff with Krampus the other week.
Oh no, it's all Emily's fault.
It is.
The aliens are attacking. It's all
my fault. Like when I wear the wrong Eagles shirt and they lose, it's all my fault.
Oh my god! Or like when you jinxed me, you texted me this week and like, I'm rooting for the Giants. So like you son of a...
was too. I even said to Ron, I said I'm rooting for the Giants, and I never root for the Giants. I was like, I'm gonna text Sarah. Block.
God doesn't listen to the prayers of Eagles players trying to intercede on behalf of Giants.
I thought I was doing a good thing. I was trying to.
You were not.
Solidarity.
No.
NFC solidarity.
Keep your Eagles prayers to yourself.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Man.
Oh my God.
I tried.
It's okay. It was
I
a nice
thought they were going to score a touchdown, quite frankly. I was like, oh, this is going to be fine.
No.
It
was not fine.
I was like, oh, they'll kick the field goal. We'll go into overtime. No.
Nope.
Well,
I don't know.
Poor friends. But I was like, the Giants have like the complete opposite record of what the Eagles have. That's fun.
Oh, shut up. Up, you whore.
There's some balance in the universe of some. It's just that's where we're at.
No. Oh my goodness. Oh. I don't know that this is good news, but I figured this was news you would like.
Yeah.
The ruby red slippers from the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Were auctioned off for $28 million.
Oh my gosh. Or the people from United Healthcare, the airlines, that with all their extra profits.
Yeah, God. I don't know who bought it. Yeah.
Probably one of those guys. Talking about capitalism. I mean, I do love that.
$28 million is somebody with some FU money, so possible.
Yeah, right. I mean, at least they're gonna keep them probably in a nice spot and not just pay what was that, $6 million for the banana, and just eat
1.6, right?
Oh, 1.6.
Or was it 6?
I don't know.
Maybe
it was something
6.
Stupid.
6.3.
That's
what it was.
6.3. Oh God, even worse.
Oh. No, but so these sold. They're one of 4 pairs still in existence from the 1939 movie.
That's cool.
Yeah, they were stolen in 2005. They were on loan to the Judy Garland Museum and then found in Minnesota in 2018.
Oh, wow. Where were they? Like, where in Minnesota did they say?
I forget how they found them.
Oh.
Apparently some like retired gangster stole them for like one last score and then realized, I think he thought they were like real rubies and they were like, no, they're like glass.
They're sequins.
And he's like, oh, I don't want these.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Oh my God, I forgot I had this hat on and Ron just walked
we
by.
We can take these off. Oh, there's no conspiracy theory about the slippers. We'll take our tinfoil hats off.
Oh my goodness.
Take our tinfoil.
What the
Oh wait, we don't need these. This isn't a conspiracy. This happened.
The hat was comfy. It felt good.
I know. I really liked it. We'll have to do more conspiracy theories.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it.
Only fun conspiracy theories.
This was the first time I did a bunch of research on one of my topics.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Go me.
And you also made a video today.
And I made a video today.
You did so good.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
It was so good.
No. I tried.
One, Coco.
Oh, God help me. Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do. What you made me do.
Oh,
I'm sad the Eras tour is over. We didn't get to go.
It's okay. I would have
not.
not
watch it on.
Been a lot
Disney.
Of money spent. Yeah, we can watch on Disney.
I think there's they were recording at the last one in Vancouver, the last show in Vancouver. So there's thoughts that like she might release a new one.
Okay, cool.
Maybe add in the tortured poet set.
Down. I got my Amazon Music. She was my most played artist because it like your delivered thing.
Oh yeah, you're wrapped.
Yeah. She was my most played artist. That she was.
I haven't looked at mine. I feel like she's got to be one of my top played artists.
Yeah.
I'll listen to her. All right. I feel like the vibes are so weird. We need some good newses.
Okay.
What is good in the world? Anything? Is anything good in the world?
Mm,
Nothing is good. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Maybe whatever.
Yeah. Do you see Notre Dame reopened?
Yes.
Yeah. I know we talked about the bells previously, but now it's like open, and they had like mass.
There are a bunch of people there.
Yeah. President-elect Trump, Joe Biden.
That's nice.
Prince William.
Okay, cool.
The usual. Who's who among world leaders.
That's been fun.
Yeah, and I guess they also had like workers who helped like restore the cathedral there as well. I don't know if they sang or not. They might have sang. And they had like a new bronze altar that has like relics in it. Yeah.
That was like 5 years
and then
in the
they
making,
were saying,
right?
What's that?
That was like 5 years, right?
5 years, 2019. They said, I think we talked about this when we were talking about like the bells being restored. They got donations from all across the world. And I think most of the donations came from France, which makes sense. It's like their national treasure. But then Americans were the second highest.
Oh, wow.
Again,
United Healthcare, we got an extra $5 billion laying around.
Well, I don't think they donated. You're saying
I know that's what I
the
mean.
kind of money we got. You're saying that's the kind of money we got rolling.
What can we do with the extra couple $1 billion that we just got?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Notre Dame, but I feel like that $5 billion should go back to the healthcare system and go back to people,
of course,
and improving the system for people and not just being paid out.
Well, the airlines.
Yeah, fuck those airlines. They hate them.
Started. I know you do.
Josh, Holly, and I are kindred spirits over this. Never thought. Yeah, I'm like, did we just become best friends? I don't agree with you on anything else, but your hatred of the airlines, I am. Yes.
Maybe one day he'll come on the podcast.
I doubt it.
No, probably not. That's okay.
Probably not. I don't know that we'd be his cup of tea.
I was about to say we're everyone's cup of tea, but I know that's incorrect.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. That's the opposite of true.
Oh, man. But yeah, now we can go to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Go visit. Meh. Emily's like, meh. We have to fly one of these asinine airlines.
Right, exactly. Yes, let me get my rowboat out.
Or hitch a ride on one of these drones.
Yeah, there we go. Take a pause. I'm going to hop on. Vamonos.
Bonjour.
Tally-ho. Like we've gone over enough weirdness for the
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, we covered some weirdness, put our tinfoil hats on, some little fun conspiracy theories, talked some good news.
Well, around sound.
Round us out. Yeah, right. Bring the vibes back around. I don't know, guys. I feel like the vibes are going to be weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Maybe next episode
okay.
we'll put in some more Christmas spirit, holiday spirit for all
we
the
could do
holidays.
more Christmas focused or holidays.
Yeah.
Be inclusive. Holidays.
All about it. All the holidays.
All the holidays.
As long as gifts are involved. Festivus, yes. That'll be coming up soon.
We can air our grievances.
Yeah,
that might be fun.
Let's our grievances.
We just aired our grievances for the last however many minutes. Aired our grievances against the healthcare system. Aired our grievances against the fucking airlines.
Drones.
These drones and how the government's lying to us.
All the time. All the time.
All the time.
Capitalism.
Yeah, hashtag capitalism. It's the American way.
It's the season.
All right, guys. I think that's gonna wrap us for today.
Yep,
we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.